Scientists have long known that some beaked whales beach themselves and die in agony after exposure to naval sonar, and now they know why. The giant sea mammals suffer decompression sickness, just like scuba divers.
Here's a summary of the article.
Scientists have long known that some beaked whales beach themselves and die in agony after exposure to naval sonar, and now they know why. The giant sea mammals suffer decompression sickness, just like scuba divers. Millions of years of evolution have turned whales into perfectly calibrated diving machines that plunge kilometers below the surface for hours at a stretch, foraging for food in the inky depths. Short answer: beaked whales, especially one species known as cuvieres, get really, really scared. One type of sonar in particular throws these whales off balance. These were not individual strandings of old or sick animals, nor en masse strandings such the one last November in New Zealand, when more than 200 pilot whales beached themselves together. Rather, a handful or more beaked whales would wash ashore within a day or two, and no more than few dozen kilometers apart. A 2003 study in Nature on a possible link between sonar and whale deaths led to Spain banning such naval exercises around the Canary Islands in 2004.
This post received a score of 11,836, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wow. What a horrible way to die.
Yay, and those are just the whales that beached themselves. No telling how many have been affected and died of hemorrhaging or nerve-brain damage without beaching.
This breaks my heart.
I just watched Blackfish and also recently experienced firsthand a humpback whale thrashing and looking very distressed as it had an old fishing net caught on its face. Apparently the area of the brain that controls emotion is much more pronounced than a human's, in a lot of whale species. To think of the level of suffering they go through because of humans is awful.
I would be curious to know if there are any documented cases of whales beaching themselves before sonar was invented. Sonar has been around since WW1, but it probably wasn't used extensively until the 40s or 50s. I wonder when the first documented cases of beached whales date back to.
I'm relatively sure whales beaching themselves predates sonar, because I'm fairly sure sonar is not the only possible cause of whales beaching themselves. It could still represent the vast majority of the problem. Or not.
There are things in the sea other than sonar that can scare them.
I think that means we should stay in the kiddie pool.
We need a whale-sized decompression chamber.
We need a human-sized conscience to be installed in every fucking human so we don't have to deal with this inane shit.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
I can't hear you over the pinging.
So technically you could track submarine movement through beaked whale beachings.
Submarines don't usually use active sonar, because it's also a huge "I am right here" beacon for everyone else, and they'll hear you before you detect them. It's just for getting a better fix on something they already know about. The same thing isn't true for surface ships at all though.
Not only that, but beaked whales are among the most rare of whale species.
My question is, how long have scientists known that some whales have beaks?
I thought it was a misspelling until I googled. It's a real thing.
Is it supposed to look like a star chart? Really dumb question here. The article states that some beaked whales, particularly the cuvier, react abruptly to the sonar which causes their death. Assuming not all cuvieres do that, could ignoring sonar possibly be a natural selection process or species adaptation over time?
This would take a very, very long time. It would require a sustainable population surviving.
Submarines are the bird box creatures for whales.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.